Let's see here. Yeah, I think that'll be all right. A little glare. All right. It's your boy Jay coming back at you. Hold up. Let me move this thing over a little bit. Coming back at you. Deep in the Hawaiian jungle. All right, we got it getting a little bit better. Need a little bit more light in here. It's dark out there today. All right, so we're going to get all checked up. Get our mic on. Oh, we all checked up. We got our mic on. We got our lights on. Punk niggas run like roaches with the light on. Let's see here. It's pretty dark in here today. Ain't much light coming through at all. So what's good with your book? We see you, big homie. We see you. We appreciate you moderating as always. Just trying to get it all right up in here. Get our lights on. Let me go over to the whoop here. To Aloha Berry Bags. Let's see here. Let me go back over here. We're going to view the channel here. Am I in the right spot? Yep. Okay, there's that. We talking about Chairman Mao today. You couldn't have a better day to talk about it, considering the prez is in China. We're going to be getting into that a little bit later, of course. Let me, that's right there, that's right. Okay, y'all, so we're gonna kick it off with Chairman Mao here from the jump. You know, he started the Communist Party in China, born in 1893 in rural China. His parents were basically rural farmers, rural peasants. When he got to university, he was highly influenced by the Soviets and communism. And after World War I, you know, Germany held a territory in China, and after the Treaty of Versailles, that territory was more or less given over to the Japanese. So that really upset Mao. So he wanted retaliation. So he started planning a number of protests against the nationalists, the nationals, I should say, the national government, because they, you know, more or less turned the other cheek to Japan occupying territory in China. So those large protests eventually led to those individuals forming the CCP, Communist Party of China, and they waged a civil war against the nationalists. So you go from the year, when was that? I believe that was 40, what was that, 30, 33, they had the Long March. So it was a situation where during that civil war against the nationalists, the Communist Party was more or less inland. The Japanese and the nationalists had the coast, the Communist Party had the inner sector. So in 1934, the Nationalist Party decided it was time to subdue these communists. So they attacked them. They moved inland and attacked Mao and the Communist Party. So Mao retreated with what they call the Long March, 1934. So it was a 6,000-mile march with 100,000 communist troops retreating through war and environmental hazards. After it was all said and done, only about 1 in 10 survived, unfortunately. So we'll go down here. Make sure I'm missing up. Hold up. I lost the chat here. 1 second, 1 second. I lost the good chat. Oh, there we go. Okay, what's good with you, Swamp Rat? We see you, big homie. Yep. So 1 in 10 survived. But what that Long March retreat did was it showed how strong the Communist Party could be. Even though they lost a lot of men, Mao's reputation amongst the Chinese peasants was great. So a lot more individuals joined the Communist Party. And that's when you had the Chinese Civil War. And they overthrew the Nationalist Party and took power and reigned China. So the next step was, and this was a dark period in China's history, and with Chairman Mao, the leap forward, the great leap forward. He wanted to more or less outdo the United States or America, the West, as well as Britain when it came to agriculture and steel production. So the state, if you will, took control of all the farms. And that was a bad move because the farming production actually went awry. He had farmers in steel factories to try to increase steel production. They actually went to the lengths of using metal farm materials, smelting those down to create steel, where the farmers didn't even have the tools to do the proper farming. And that caused a great famine in China. Roughly, they estimate between 500,000 and 2 million people starved to death over there. So that did not sit well at all. I believe that happened in the year, the Great Leap Forward was 1958 through 62, I believe, a 4-year period. So that didn't sit well with the Chinese people. So Mao lost a bit of fame, if you will. He wasn't in favor anymore. He was still running everything, but he wasn't in favor. So the bourgeois, that ideology started to take over. And that obviously did not sit well with Communist Mao, the chairman. So that's when you go from 1966 to 1976. You had the Chinese Revolution, where he basically promoted the fact that he wanted young Chinese students to rebel against anything bourgeois, universities, art, teachers, whatever. And that is really what comes into play today. The young Chinese that were doing the uprising used to wear these Mao pins and these red badges on their arms, symbols to show that they were pro-communist individuals. And you can relate that basically to MAGA in today's environment, where you see many individuals with the Trump pins and the unmistakable red and white MAGA hats. Chairman Mao, he was married 4 different times, had 10 children, I should say. And he was, the bad thing about it is he was a chain smoker. So he had several heart attacks, and he died on September 9th, 1976. So he is credited with starting the Communist Party of China, which still exists today. A lot of things that went on back then, you can definitely see reflection in today's environment, where China is still trying to outdo the West when it comes to business and technology, And once again, the unmistakable symbolism that goes along with the Communist Party, just like you see today with MAGA. So you got a situation now where Trump is definitely going to see the effects, even to this day, of Chairman Mao as he has his state visit over in China. They prove once again with the Long March that they're very strong, patient, strong-willed people. And we see that to this very day over in China. China says a lot. They speak in volumes on what they don't say. I just saw a headline where President Xi didn't even greet Donald Trump at the damn airport when he got there. A power move, a psychological move. They state that the China Daily, the #1 newspaper in China, Trump's state visit is a sidebar. I mean, it has to be an embarrassment to him. An absolute embarrassment. So they've already come out, their press secretary, if you will, has already come out stating that we don't plan any pullback when it comes to our relationship with Iran, because that's essentially why Trump is over there, trying to break up that marriage, if you will. So as I've stated in the past, so China has to come to the United States for resources. And China has plans that are just the damn opposite. They're stating that they plan to provide security to the Iranians in the Strait. In other words, they're going to become to Iran what the United States used to be to the GCC. So just like I've stated in the past, you can pretty much forget about the petrodollar. And that's why I've stated many times on here that you are right smack dab in the middle of World War III. Without a doubt, because China every day will become more and more involved in this conflict in the Gulf. It's in their best interest to get involved, which means eventually you're going to have to deal with the Soviets as well. You're going to have to deal with Russia sooner or later. So you got a three-pronged enemy that the United States is going to have to deal with before this is all said and done. The Iranians, China, and Russia. So once again, you're seeing a proxy war being fought throughout this planet, and it's all bad. On that note, let's check the numbers. And they also stated that the Chinese also stated that they're not impressed with all the so-called CEOs and businessmen such as Tim Cook from Apple and Elon Musk that are accompanying Trump on this state visit. They're not intimidated and they're not impressed at all. The Dow is off 102, pretty much flat. The S&P flat, up 45, and the NASDAQ is up 1.2%. And that NASDAQ move, they state is due to the NVIDIA CEO. I'm not sure what they think he's going to get out of this. He's going along with Trump on the state visit. So I guess they assume that that's going to help NVIDIA in the long run. So that's the reason why you see the NASDAQ running a bit. The bond market, the scary one, you're at 448. I saw early this morning you was at 449. You're getting ready to go to 45. Once again, you got individuals decoupling from the US dollar. That's all to the bad. WTI, you're still in triple digits at 101 with Brent at 106. So Trump's state visit to China, it appears to be bad even before it's even started. That's a damn embarrassment that she didn't even meet him at the damn airport. That says a lot about what the Chinese think about Donald J. Trump. Like I told y'all yesterday and I said a few days ago, MAGA, along with Trump and pretty much this entire country, is becoming the laughing stock of the damn planet. This is absolutely, positively embarrassing. They said he didn't even send, not only the president, she didn't show up, he didn't even send any of his top officials. Not a one. That has to make Trump feel this big. A damn embarrassment. And that's because, like I keep saying, you're going to see more and more situations like this because the United States has lost a lot of respect on the way it has performed over there in the Strait. China's not afraid of this military. And more importantly, they see who controls the Strait. They see who's controlling that black gold. It's all to the bad, big homie. So I believe he's supposed to be over there. What is it? A couple days? Is it? I believe he's supposed to be over in China a couple days. I'm gonna double check that information. But I don't think anything's gonna come of it. Not anything that's going to be useful to the United States. Not anything that's supposedly going to make America great again. This goes way back. This ideology goes way back to Chairman Mao. They in it for the long haul. Very stubborn, patient individuals you're dealing with over in China. And they also have the goal since the damn 30s to outdo the West. And that thinking and that ideology exists even to this day. Let me move this light. Let me try to move this light because this is flickering. I'm not sure. It is dark out there. It's dark out there today. I don't even have my damn lampshade on. And it's just dark out there. So I guess it's gonna rain till it can't rain no more today. So I'm real curious to see what comes of this. And I'm also real curious to see how MAGA is going to try to spin this visit in their favor when we know nothing could be further from the damn truth. They kicked it off by letting you know what they think about you. And they didn't even send the damn head of states, didn't even send President Xi over there. I don't think I've ever seen a situation like that where a president has a state visit to a major country like China and the top officials aren't even there to greet him. That speaks volumes, ladies and gentlemen. That speaks absolute volumes about what they think of us. Let me check these news headlines. Taiwan anxiously eyes Trump's summit in China because they know sooner or later, China's going to invade Taiwan, without a doubt. Without a doubt. Taiwan would not be anxious if they knew that they could count on the U.S. to make that happen. I keep saying, I've said it over and over and over. The performance that we are displaying in the Strait and in the Gulf has other countries either anxious or gung-ho, if you will, or gung-ho, because the U.S. military is becoming a non-factor. We go back here. Did something come up on the thing? Hold on. Let me go down. Real talk, book. Real talk. Yeah, real talk. It's an embarrassment. It's an absolute embarrassment what's going on. They let you know from the gate what they thought about you. I ain't coming to no damn airport to greet you. That speaks volumes. Damn, I was shocked when I heard that news. I was like, she didn't even show up at the damn airport. They didn't even put the fact that Trump on the China Daily didn't even put that as the top story. That's a sidebar, if you will. They say the major Chinese blogs and the major Chinese websites not even promoting the fact. I appreciate that like, big homie. Not even promoting the fact that he's showing up. And that's all due to the fact that these foreign nations are no longer scared of the U.S. military. If they still had that fear of the U.S. military, they would have showed up out of respect, whether they wanted to or not. The U.S. has lost all types of respect around this damn planet. And that's why I keep saying, are we still protected inside of our own borders? Are we safe inside of our own borders? Real talk, book. What's good with your millennial? We see you, big homie. Real talk. So you got to wait to see how this visit goes, because I personally believe China has some tricks up its sleeve. They showed you that by their absence at the damn airport. I think this state visit is going to turn into an absolute embarrassment for MAGA and Trump. You can see every day that goes by, his health is becoming worse and worse and worse. He could barely make it up the damn steps on Air Force One when he was departing. This is an embarrassment, ladies and gentlemen. An absolute positive embarrassment. And China is going to take advantage of this situation, because they can go over there with the front. Well, we discussing business. We discussing this. We discussing that. Everyone knows the truth. What he's trying to do is to break up that marriage between the Chinese and the Iranians. And the Chinese have already come out, even before he got there, they have already come out and stated, that's not going to happen, big homie. And once again, why should they? Why should they decouple from the country that's obviously winning this war? And to add insult to injury, the word is that they're going to provide the security for the Iranians in the Strait. So you're going to be going at it with the Chinese here sooner or later. And just on sheer numbers, on sheer population numbers, that should make America toss and damn turn. They got over 1 billion people over there. We got 350 million. And that's not, and that's including women and children. He should have never went over there. He should have never went over to that strait. Because like I said, not only have you obviously lost the petrodollar, but even worse than that, man, nobody fears this military anymore. Nobody. And that's the reason why you get the headline that Taiwan is anxious. I bet you 10, 15 years ago, that would not have been the headline. I guarantee you that. When America was still considered the bully of the planet. No longer. Like I've stated in the past, just like any bully. Let alone you get knocked out. If you're a bully, you can't even get, nobody should even come close to you in a fight. And right now, the U.S. is in the fight of their damn lives. But you still got this MAGA supporting these losses. It's a shame. It's an absolute shame the way they will continue to support these losses so their so-called entitlement can stay intact. And I don't understand how they feel like that entitlement is gonna stay intact when you don't know what foreign nation is planning evil against this country. You have no idea. I don't know why they don't believe that they need all of us, every U.S. citizen, to possibly defend these borders one day. I don't know why they don't believe that. I have no idea why they would back a regime, if you will, that has put the petrodollar at risk. That all it does is tell bold-faced lies. I have no idea why they would continue to back that regime. The Trump administration. So all I can say is, hopefully, for all of America's sake, hopefully he can get his ass out of China without completely embarrassing every U.S. citizen in this country. Because that was a hell of a move. That was a hell of a move by President Xi, not showing up at the damn airport. Like they say, the Chinese speak volumes in what they don't say and what they don't do. Where the regime we got in power right now is just the damn opposite. They spew a bunch of bullshit that never comes to fruition. And the world is starting to see that more and more and more every damn day. Some U.S. and Taiwanese officials have feared Trump may be inclined to use the island as a bargaining chip, talking about the island of Taiwan. In other words, I don't give a damn. I'm telling you, you can invade Taiwan. See, I'm not gonna do anything. All I want you to do is decouple from Iran. And that's why the Taiwanese are anxious as hell right now. Because they know their so-called protector, you don't have their damn best interests at heart. He trying to figure out a way to get his ass out of that strait. He will sell any ally up the damn river right now if he thinks it can get his ass out of that strait and still save some sort of face. He basically gonna sell out the Taiwanese. And if I know that, and you know that, you don't think the Chinese know that? You don't think they're ready for that move? That's why he didn't greet him at the damn airport. That's exactly why he didn't greet him at the damn airport. Speaking volumes about what we think about your ass. And the Chinese also have stated, we gonna run this meeting. We'll be the ones asking all the hard questions. You're not gonna come over here and try to play MAGA with that entitlement the way you do in the United States. And I've been telling you for weeks now, you're gonna see more and more and more of that from the world. The longer the U.S. is in that strait, the longer that strait stays closed and occupied by the Iranians, the less respect you will have throughout this planet. And like I keep saying, eventually, with all America's resources, they stated that America and Russia, for the most part, are the two countries that have the most natural resources on this planet. Eventually, you're going to get a country or two that's going to say, we're gonna make a run for that border. You are right smack dab in the middle of World War III. And based on the performance in the strait, who knows if we can be protected? Who knows? This chat. Let's see here. No wonder I'm up at night every day for 4 years plus now. Yes. That is not a coincidence, book. I have never felt more concerned about my safety than I do right now. And they run that drag that you should feel so-called safer because I'm over here trying to prevent Iran from acquiring a nuclear weapon. I feel less safe by the damn day. Because like I've said many times, let's just say they are able to come up with an agreement that Iran is not going to enrich uranium. Said it in the past. China's nuclear strapped. Russia is nuclear strapped. They act like Iran was going to be the only country on the planet with nukes. Give me a damn break. The United States has backed itself into a corner that I really don't think it's going to be able to get out of. I really do not believe that. I don't see how we can get out of this. And that's why he over there right now doing everything he can to try to come up with some sort of backdoor out. That means I got to give up. Yeah, if that means we can't support the island of Taiwan when you invaded China, so be it. And then if Taiwan is saying that and is worried about that, what's our other allies that we so-called supposed to have their back thinking? And like I say every day, the most embarrassing part is you still got that damn MAGA. You still got this these hardcore MAGAs that's clinging on to that damn ideology, no matter what the damn outcome. Trying to hang on to that damn entitlement. Everybody should be tossing and turning at night. Because you have an unqualified administration in charge here. I know Trump, when he landed and didn't see Chief greet him, I know he wanted to get his ass right back on that damn plane and come home. But he can't. That's why I keep telling everybody. You're going to see more and more and more disrespect out of people as time goes on. That was just the first domino. In the past, that would have never happened. Never happened to a U.S. president. When Nixon went over there, I believe it was in the 70s, I believe he went over there. Mao was right there to greet him. No respect. You lost all respect. And like I said, even if a country didn't like us, they still feared this damn military. Everyone has the blueprint now about the United States. All you got to do is disrupt their economy. You don't have to fire a damn shot. All you have to do is disrupt their economy. And you 90% of the damn way home. Let me see how long he's supposed to be over there. How long is he supposed to be over there? A 2-day summit. It's a 2-day state visit summit. So all you can do is keep your damn fingers crossed that he does not completely embarrass this country. Like I was telling you yesterday, I know the Chinese is whenever he does finally get to meet Xi, I know they're going to be holding in their damn laughs. I know they're going to be trying as hard as they can not to giggle in his damn face. Especially the way about a year ago he was feeling all brassy with them damn tariffs. You think they forgot about that? Hell no, they didn't forget about that. He's done everything but make this country great again. Let me check these numbers. The main one I'm watching is that 10-year note. The Dow still flat, down 50. The S&P it's up 57. And the NASDAQ is still up about 1.5%. Up 377. The VIX is at 17. WTI is still in triple digits at 101. Brent's at 105. Gold is up with silver in tandem. Gold extends as inflation rolls weigh on rate cut bets. It must have just turned around. And then WTI, I'm sorry, the 10-year note is still at 448. The damn sun finally starting to come out. Let me turn this off. Save my damn energy. That was a big power play, big homie, that you saw at that airport in Beijing. I can't believe that they left his ass, stood his ass up, stood me up. Roxanne, dun, dun, dun. MAGA don't care. They'll justify it somehow. Somehow they'll try to spin it. Ain't no spinning when your ass getting stood up. And like I said, all that does is trickle down to you and I. They far from being impressed by that list of CEOs, his so-called posse that he brought with him. And I think it's amazing how he brings Elon, he plucks Elon out of the damn shrubbery anytime he needs him. 1 minute they friends, 1 minute they not. It's a joke. This whole administration is a joke. And like I say every day on here, regardless of if you're MAGA or if you're not MAGA, that damn strait is still closed, big homie. Said it 11, 12 weeks ago. The strait is the scoreboard. Period, point blank. Until that strait is open, the U.S. is losing this war. And then they pick and choose the moments when they want to call it a war. Now, when they want to sound big and bad, they'll call it a war. But when they're supposed to go to Congress to ask for permission for this illegal conflict, oh, well, we're not really at war. No, we're not. We're us? No, we're not at war. No, this is a ceasefire. The clock's supposed to start all over for the 60-day, whatever you want to call it, permission that we have to go to Congress to get. Oh, no. The clock's supposed to start all over. No. They wouldn't be playing them little games. They wouldn't be playing those little BS games if we was winning this ism. Or if they had a clear strategy to get out of there. They have neither. Just like with Chairman Mao and the Long March. They said we can play this game all day long, Trump. Our roots come from Chairman Mao. We can do this damn thing all day long if you want to. And that's what the world is finding out about the U.S. The U.S. doesn't have much patience because you have too many greedy individuals over here. Everybody over here wants now. I need it now. I'll sell my mother for it now. I need that dollar now. And everybody knows that that's the Achilles heel of this country. That's why the Iranians are just sitting in the strait. They say, we don't have to do anything. This is going to go down as one of the easiest victories in war history. They said all the Iranians had to do was sit there and control the strait. You would think that we have all these crazy ass battles going on and this conflict and that conflict. No, nothing. All they have to do, they know all they have to do is control that damn strait. See what's going on in the chat. So easy, a caveman could have did it. Easy. And see, running that drag that, oh, we've defeated their military and their navy's at the bottom of the sea and whoop-de-whoop and whoop-de-whoop. You can't run that if you got to run up against the Chinese. No. And that's why I keep saying, you were supposed to put this junior varsity away after the first damn quarter. At worst, by halftime. It's a bad look, to quote Jack Daniels, the way he brought all the damn generals back and went up one side of them and down the other. About their appearance. Somebody that is getting one woman pregnant while he's still married to another woman. And he's got the nerve to be judgmental about other individuals. It's a bad look, Trump. Yeah, more and more concerned every day. I mean, every hour at this point, because you're starting to see these little symbols throughout the world. Like I said, when they didn't greet his ass at the airport, man, this is gonna be a long 48 hours for Trump, his administration, and this entire country. The worst thing he could have did was go over there now. You would have thought he would have picked the time to go over there if maybe we was making some sort of a comeback in the strait. This country's looking really bad right now. And for the most part, it looks like that the U.S. is going over there with their damn hat in their hand. Instead of it being the other way around, the way it used to be. Well, like I said, this damn MAGA, they don't care. Because they don't care about this country. I appreciate that light, big homie. Because they don't care about this country. The biggest lie ever told was that this administration wants to make America great again. That's the biggest lie ever damn told on planet Earth. And now they obviously fear Kamala running again, because you're starting to hear this rhetoric about, well, she's this behind closed doors and she's that. If they weren't concerned about her running again, you wouldn't even be hearing this bullshit. And I hope she does run again. I really do. While she's still somewhat on the brain of people. Because I think it's an excellent move for her. Because you have a lot of people right now saying, damn, we fucked up by not putting her in there. And she's sitting there saying, I'm still here, big homie. So now, like even in the chat yesterday, you get that damn, what did he say? Yeah, them tyrants, they laughing at it. They laughing at it. Kamala's pretty much saying, yeah, I'm still here, big homie. We all make mistakes, but you can rectify that mistake. And maybe some of these sellout ass black people and these sellout ass Latinos will place their vote correctly this damn time. Because they look like fools. At least the Latinos can say, well, he did make Marco Rubio something. He didn't give black people jack shit in his cabinet. And they went in there and voted for his ass. And that damn Tim Scott skinning and grinning behind him, thinking that he gonna do something for me. Master gonna do something for me. Fools. So I hope she does run again. You're gonna start hearing me pretty much campaigning for her ass now. Because see, I thought she was done. But I'm hearing more and more. I think Millennial mentioned it, and I'm hearing more and more on some of these podcasts that, yeah, she's strongly considering a second run, another run. And I think that's smart as hell. While she's still on the brain. Who was Mary? Oh, Mary. You know what? When that motherfucker gets back to Washington, he not going to even, when he walked back in the Oval Office, he's not going to even ask, how many messages do I have? What he's going to say is, how many times did she call? And the damn secretary going to say, well, you don't even have to ask who she is. She's been on the horn 10 times for your ass, Donald. Because she sees the embarrassment. Miriam sees the damn embarrassment. She done made it rain on your ass 3 times, and the Greater Israel Project is worse off now. I appreciate that like, big homie. That damn Trump gonna wish he never heard the name Miriam. Oh, she's highly pissed. Motherfucker, he didn't even greet you at the damn airport. This ain't what I paid for. That's exactly what she gonna be on that damn horn saying to his monkey ass. This is a pure embarrassment. Well, Miriam, shit, I didn't know. I thought he was gonna be there. I didn't know. I offered him Taiwan. I told him I wasn't going to even do nothing. Well, he's still, I don't know, Miriam. Well, I'll get it together. Don't worry, baby girl. I'll get it together. Shucking and jiving. I told you. Just like Ice-T said, 6 in the morning. Just like he said, nothing goes as planned. You can plan your day all you want, and I guarantee you something's going to come up to make that plan go awry. Nothing goes as planned. Miriam is pissed off all to hell. Every time she turns on the damn TV and she see that damn straight locked up, she sent all that cheddar. And he can't come home, big homie. He cannot come home because she got that 40 gigs, that minimum 40 gigs unredacted on him. Donald, I will release this shit. See, what Miriam want him to do, is go ahead and drop the bombs on that ism. What I paid for is for you to drop the bombs on this ism. You need to run up in there. Okay, you can't afford to do it anymore with missiles, then you need to take it a step lower and bring in them janky ass soldiers. Because I don't give a damn about their life. That's a cheaper way to fight this war, a ground war. And that's what I paid for. When your ass get back from China, I expect to see a ground war. Click. That's exactly what she telling his ass. Because he can't continue to sit in that straight idle. And that's the next step. The cheapest way for the U.S. to fight this war is to use ground troops. In other words, a damn missile is worth less than a soldier's life. It is called pure economics. And that's what they're going to have to do. Because everybody, from me to you to Miriam, see the damn disrespect that's going on throughout this planet when it comes to this country. She know he's scared. What's good with you, King? We see you. She know he's scared. He's scared on two fronts. She can release them isms on him. She got 40 gigs on him minimum. And you still got 40 gigs over there at the Justice Department. You ain't seen none of these damn Epstein files yet. You ain't seen Nathan yet. Even the 1% that they have released, you ain't seen yet. All you seen is a bunch of black fucking Sharpie markouts. That's all you seen. He scarier than scared. And that's the exact reason why his ass got stood up at that damn airport. That was a cold-blooded chess move by the Chinese. I know his ass got off the plane. You know how it is when your ass get to the airport and it's all crowded and you looking for your ride, nigga. Where the fuck is she at? That nigga got off Air Force One and said, and then they whispered in his damn ear. She said he'll meet you at the convention. He'll meet you at the damn convention center, big homie. I know his ass felt this damn big. Who is this? I mean, who is this we got? What is this? Renaissance Inn. So what are we doing here? I don't know. You tell me what we're doing here. You tell me. You have an avatar, so you passed the first test. I don't know. You tell me what we're doing here. What does it look like we're doing here? You come into the chat asking questions, so that tells me, even though you have an avatar, that you're probably MAGA. And definitely accommodate you. We're trying to find out what his objectives are. What is your purpose for coming into the chat asking questions? Who are you? Are you gonna? I'm a bit of a tourist. Oh, okay. Well, shit. Let me straighten up a little bit. Then I might need you. So you're a bit of a tourist. Oh, we got one, mate. I'm a bit of a tourist, and that's supposed. You're a tourist from where? Where you from? Two questions. Where are you from? And are you planning to come to the big island of Hawaii? Friendly. No doubt. Okay. Where you from? States and no. Okay, well, you lost a little respect for the fact that you're not coming to Hawaii. Well, what state are you from? Because we also get a lot of MAGA spies up in here. So we want to just make sure you're not a MAGA spy. The Midwest. Oh, okay. So why are you being so damn secretive? Don't worry, I'm not going to leave the Hawaiian jungle and come and stalk you. You don't have to worry about that. What part of the Midwest you from? So you're not MAGA. Do I sound like I've been MAGA? Well, I guess you just got into the room so you wouldn't know. No, I'm not MAGA. What part? What part of the U.S.? What part of the Midwest are you from? Well, I don't want to give my particular location. You know, I'm gonna abide by the community guidelines. Are you afraid to tell us what part of the Midwest you're from, or are you just being secretive? No, I'm not MAGA. So maybe you don't like the fact that I'm not MAGA, and you ran up out of here. So, anyways, back to the damn conversation. So for the most part, you didn't knock on my door and run. You knocked on my door and said trick or treat, and then you ran. He's gone now. You know. Oh, here he is. Well, then I actually dropped off some love to boost people's thing here. If you're doing well, if you're doing good, you get it. If not, then no. But you're okay. Okay, no problem. You want to support the chat? The link is in the description. I mean, if not, we'll live. I've been alive for 56 years. I'm still not exactly sure why you came in here. What love to drop off some love to boost people's thing here. What is people's thing? Can you be a little bit more descriptive, please? Anyways. So like I said, what's going on is an absolute positive embarrassment. I saw the number go down once, so I believe he departed. Once again, I say it every day, and I'll say it again tomorrow. Some of the people that come in here, I just don't understand. I just don't get. Usually I can give gift, but yours doesn't have it. Oh, you're talking about a super chat or something. Like I said, if you want to support the channel, the link is in the description. I appreciate it if you do. If not, we're going to keep on trucking here. I only got, like I said, I'm 56 years old. I probably got 20 good years left. So at this point, so be it. And I was still trying to find out what Midwest state you're from, because I'm from the Midwest, if you're wondering why I was asking. But I don't know. It seems like you want to keep that a secret. So like I said, I'm not going to leave Hawaii to come and stalk you. So you don't have to worry about that. I was just trying to find out where the hell you're from. Yep, but I move on. Good day. I gave hearts. Hawaii. I'm from Ohio as well. I'm from Cleveland. So good day. No problem. Because Ohio is a damn red state. Ohio is basically MAGA. So aloha. And I also find it kind of hard to believe that you were going to give me any damn thing when you didn't even know what I was talking about. I told you, people don't say any damn. They'll come in here and they'll say any damn thing. They will say any damn thing. Go Browns. Hopefully you're a Browns fan. You're probably a damn Bengals fan. You're probably from Southern Ohio, which means you might as well be from fucking Kentucky. Real talk. Nobody came in. Well, what are you talking about? Who are you? Didn't even know me. Talking about, well, I was gonna give you something. They can sound like Scrooge. They fucking sound like the Grinch. Shit. I tell you, I think some people just like their name being read out loud. See ya. Anyways, like I was saying. So it goes back to the same rhetoric with me. As you see more and more countries decoupling from your ass, and let me read the market off right quick. Since we talking about decoupling, I'm going straight to the 10-year note at 448. And you at 101 with oil, with WTI, and 105 at Brent. It's the same rhetoric with me as far as you got to figure out how you're going to play this shit in your own life. You got to figure out how you're going to play this shit in your own life. What you going to do, man? Because you see what MAGA's going to do. MAGA's not moving off grid. Them going to be the main ones knocking on your damn door. Talking about, hey, and we all Americans here when this shit goes down. I'm not MAGA. I'm an independent. You're going to be shocked at how the independent party is probably going to become the majority party in this country. You're like, where in the hell all these damn independents come from all of a sudden after this debacle? So you got to figure out how you're going to play this ism. Because MAGA's not moving off grid. They're going to stay right where they are, thinking that this entitlement is going to carry them the rest of their days. So you got to figure out how you're going to play it for yourself, big homie. This energy crisis is going to get worse and worse and worse. And like I say, it's getting to the point now. Even I thought by now that he would have figured something out. I thought, okay, well, they're going to come up with some sort of compromise to end this shit. He can't leave. And I even thought that the American people, that the economy would get so bad that they would be like, the hell with the damn Epstein files. Whatever. Just bring your ass out the straight and we'll forget about everything and we're going to start the slate clean. Hell to the no. The American people is hungry like the werewolf of London about them files. They like economy be damned. So he can't leave. His ass being over there in that Gulf, treading water, is his only damn protection from Miriam and the U.S. population. Which means your gas prices are going to continue to rise, just like Goldman Sachs told you. Proof of that is his ass is in China. I mean, why the hell is he in China? The Chinese done already showed you. You didn't have to go over there. They done told his ass, without telling him, we're not coming off that Iran deal. I'm sure they done told his ass. I'm sure she done told his ass that 1,000,000 times over the horn. And he feels like, well, since MAGA believes I'm this great negotiator, maybe if I show my ass up over there, maybe I can do a little something. That ain't gonna help you, mate. But he got to do something. Because if you remember right, this summit was supposed to take place, I believe, about a month ago or a few weeks ago. But see, he was trying to wait until he so-called had leverage on the Chinese. And just the damn opposite then happened. And that's exactly the reason why his ass is stuck and embarrassed at that damn airport. So now you got to wait for the next shoe to drop. You got to see how the next 48 hours is going to go. Because this is a very important 48 hours. And it did not get off to a good start at all when they stood his ass up at the airport. Because I'm telling you, man, people can say whatever the hell they want to say. You do not want to be going at it with them Iranians and the Chinese at the same damn time. And you are basically one Chinese tanker from getting struck from that happening. You do not want to be going at it with them two entities. And like I said, there would have been a time where I would have said, it don't matter. Bring them all on. Bring the Iranians on. Bring the Chinese on. The U.S. got this. Shh. Not in this new war. Not in this new drone war. You seeing that for your own two damn eyes. You are seeing that. The Chinese know you can. If you can't handle the Strait of Hormuz, you can't handle the Strait of Kabbalah. They know that. And that's why Taiwan tossing and damn turning now. All these countries that put their faith in the U.S. protecting them is tossing and turning now. Because it probably won't even get to the point where there is battle and shots being fired. The first thing, and that's what I'm telling the U.S. population, should be worried. The first thing each foreign nation is saying now, no, don't fire no shots. How can we disrupt that damn stock market? How can we disrupt that damn 10-year note? How can we push oil to $200 a barrel? You don't have to fire a damn. Don't waste our damn military, our artillery. Don't do whatever you do. Don't do that. Stop buying them 10-year notes. Stop keeping that damn stock market all propped up. That's why he got them damn CEOs on the plane. He probably didn't even invite them. They invited themselves saying, my damn livelihood is at stake. No, motherfucker, I'm jumping on Air Force One whether you invite me or not. That's probably the way it went down. Because we know you don't know what the hell you doing over there. And this country is teetering on becoming third world status like that. Because you can forget about that petrodollar, big homie. That's done data. The Ruskies and the Chinese is not going to let you go around jacking on the 7 seas. When they already prepping for that, because they know that's your next move. Because people think that little ism with Cuba that's coming up, the next episode, that ain't gonna be as easy as you think, big homie. Because you got to deal with Vladimir on that ism. Yeah, and he already showed you what he thought about your ass when you went around talking about, no, Cuba, y'all can't have no more oil. And Vladimir Putin said, you want to make a bet? When, like I said, how disrespectful can it get to this country? Them Russians made a beeline to Cuba, unabated. So they so-called, I keep hearing more and more people talk about, more and more podcasters talk about how they doing these intelligent flights off the coast of Cuba, and you got the CIA all down there, and whoop-de-whoop and whoop-de-whoop. Everybody know that's the next move. The big problem that this whole problem started, this entire problem started in Venezuela. They already talking about that's the 51st state and all that bullshit, and Trump got streets named after him and all that bullshit. That's where this whole problem started. If Venezuela had to put up a bigger damn fight, my ass would probably be doing a tour right now, checking trap and getting a damn tip at the end. WTI would still be down in the high 60s, low 70s if they had to put up a damn fight. That little deal in Venezuela got the whole damn planet fucked up now. Because he thought he could do that everywhere. That and them hanging around that damn Epstein. Listening to Miriam's ass. Well, you did it over in Venezuela. You can do it. You can do it over there in the Strait. Shit. This is what I paid for. I did not pay for your ass to be lollygagging in the Caribbean. You better get your ass over in the damn Strait. The Greater Israel Project don't include the damn Caribbean. You need to subdue these Iranians, and you need to subdue Hezbollah. That's what I paid for. Click. His ass is all compromised. And you got this MAGA that comes up in here and wants to still defend him. Like I say all the time, the MAGA supporters, they talk about the left. They got the nerve to talk about the left is the biggest problem in this country. It's them damn MAGA supporters that will not hold him accountable. That's the biggest problem in this country right now. Care more about their damn entitlement than they care about their money or the future of this damn country. You would think that they'd be jumping damn ship right now. And they still coming here with their narrative, and they still got their little MAGA agents that are assigned to come into podcasts just like this and stir the damn pot and start talking shit about Kamala Harris and blah, 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 blah. In their little meetings, that's what they discuss. The hell with this country, the hell with everything. Our entitlement is top dog. So we got to keep this damn narrative going. We got to keep these tables slanted in our favor. Because we know we cannot compete on an even playing field and them damn numbers go down every time I say that. That's what this shit is all about. It's all about that entitlement and Miriam's files. That's why I keep saying that. They could care less what the price of gas is. They could care less what the price of gas is. And that's why I tell people you better get off grid. Because common sense would say, well, if this shit gets bad enough, even MAGA is going to crumble. Never. Never. They're never going to give in to the price of gas. Ever. That entitlement is top dog with them. Who we got here? Oh, that's Millennium. Right. His own Department of Defense. MAGA. Top dog law firm. The guns and butters, baby. There you go. You see it right there in the chat. That's all they care about. They have two big fears. And they pretty much merged into one for the most part. That is, these tables not being turned in their favor, and they know when they are not the majority race in this country anymore, they toss and turn about that. They toss and turn about that for two reasons. For one, that's automatically going to look at the numbers. They always go down. That's going to even out the playing field. And see, they also fear that minorities are going to treat them the way they've treated minorities for the last 400 years. Two big fears that they have. And I have even heard white people on the left say that. That ain't just coming from blacks and Mexicans. No, I've heard white people on the left say that. And that's what this whole MAGA thing is all about. That's what it's all about. And that's what Miriam knew. She said between them files and the fact of, I know I can get you to come down that escalator and say something racist against a minority group, this is going to be an easy beeline to the damn White House. The one that they never counted on. Once again, going back to Ice-T's statement about nothing goes as planned. They never thought that the Iranians was going to put up a fight. That's the one that nobody counted on. Not the Trump administration, not the American people, and not Miriam. That's the one that then thrown a monkey wrench into this whole damn plan. They thought them Iranians would have been called uncle by now. You heard them. You go, not my rhetoric. Go back and rewind the tapes on this war in the first couple weeks, the first month. Well, I'm not gonna leave there until they completely submit. You remember them words? When they completely call uncle, that's when I'll come up out of there. That is what has thrown a monkey wrench into this whole damn planet. They never thought them Iranians would hold serve. And see, that's what pisses off. I forget his name from yesterday. That damn Adam Sandler, whoever the hell that was, coming in here talking about, well, you never talk about Iran. In other words, I don't ever talk bad about Iran. Why the hell would I talk bad about the team that's winning? Just because you walk in the bar and your team is losing 40-0, oh, you want to get mad because I don't want to talk about the team that's damn winning. I don't want to talk bad about the team that has 40. And praise the team that has 0. No. It doesn't work like that, Adam Sandler. It doesn't work like that at all. You put your right foot in your, you put your right foot out, and shake it all about. You can do the hokey pokey and turn it. And that's what it's all about. Hokey pokey. You're exactly right. And that's what Adam Sandler is pissed off about. So I guess that makes me anti-American. Because I'm supposed to just say, well, it doesn't matter. The strait ain't open. The tourism industry is dead as a damn doornail. Food is sky high. Gas is sky high. But that's okay. I don't mind. No, it doesn't work like that. That's why I keep telling you. And proof that this damn MAGA does not care about this country is in the fact that they will not call Trump on his damn mistakes that he's making. But you know what? You know another reason why they won't call him on his mistakes? And this is the scariest thing. This is the scariest part about all of it. Because they sitting back saying, well, if we call him on his mistakes, I mean, what's he going to do? That's what I'm saying. He has no out, ladies and gentlemen. That's the thing I cannot stop hampering on. He has no way out. Petrodollar be damned. Straight be damned. No, you still got to deal with Miriam. Okay, the hell with Miriam. Release the files. Okay, so what? What we going to do about the petrodollar? What you going to do about the straight? He has no way out. And that's why his ass is over in China right now. Stalling. Stall tactics. So I keep telling people, however, and like I keep saying, even if you go off grid, that's still no guarantee. Nothing is guaranteed on this planet. But at the end of the day, if you're not off grid, whatever lifestyle you live in, don't get comfortable, big homie. And proof is in the pudding. Whatever lifestyle you live in right now, I would guarantee you, you are worse off than you was, say, 12 weeks ago. Proof is in the damn pudding. You are worse off than you was 12, 13 weeks ago. There ain't no if, no ands, no buts about it. you are worse off. And you're going to be worse off 12 weeks from today. People going to have to start making some drastic changes in their life. Changes they ain't never had to make, whether they want to or not. I'm sure there's a lot of people out there that never dreamed that they would have trouble paying for the commute to work. I'm sure they figure, well, as long as I have a job, I can get to the motherfucker. You see sign after sign after symbol out there that says your life is no longer going to be what it is now or what it once was. That's a fact, Jack. That is a pure fact. Aloha, Stephanie. We see you. No more steaks. Got to eat noodles now. That's the kind of changes I'm talking about. You will no longer have the lifestyle that you once had. Period. Even the off-grid lifestyle has gotten tougher for us since this damn war started. And shit, we've been off-grid for 6 years. We saw this shit happening years ago. So you can imagine the people that's going to try to jump off grid 6 months, a year or two from now. It's going to be just that much tougher. MAGA could care less. As long as they feel like they still have that so-called entitlement, they could care less. I counted my gallons of water today, says Stephanie. I'm up to 8. Got to step up my game. At least you started. Because the majority of the people out there, for one, they haven't started and they don't plan on starting. What they plan on doing is, I'm too far away. I had to move my damn camera over, so I'm too far from the window. What they plan on doing is, doom, 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 doom. Stephanie, can you spare a gallon or two of water? That's what they're going to wind up doing. The majority of the people out there, this is going in one ear and out the damn other. You hear it raining? You hear that drip? You hear that drip in the background? That's us catching water. And I'm not sharing Nathaniel with Nathan. Well, somebody, whether it's the government, whether it's Stephanie's water, whether it's whoever's water, somebody coming to save me. And once again, that goes right back to Mao. I'm sure them damn peasants, the 2 million people that starved to death, thought somebody was coming to save them too. Nobody coming to save your ass. But like I say all the time, you have this MAGA. They say, well, shit. If I die of thirst, if I die of hunger, if that means I can't have my entitlement, I guess I die. I'd rather be dead than to not have my damn entitlement. There should be absolutely no one At this point in time, I gave MAGA a break there for a while. I said, okay, well, the war just started, whoop-de-whoop and whoop-de-whoop. I don't know. Maybe the U.S. gonna show me something. Maybe, maybe they got a trick up their sleeve. Okay, let's give MAGA the benefit of the doubt. At this point in time, there should be no reason at all that they're still supporting that. I see you, 24. Yeah, we got the Soviet flag up there. It's a little dark in the room. You might not be able to see it. We see you, 24. Stephanie says, I knew it when I heard it. It's so odd to me how these people are acting like this is a normal environment, and it's not normal. We all need to see that. It's not normal at all. It's not even close to being normal. The way they training you, the way they psychologically training you to accept $101 WTI and 105 Brent. That so-called looks good now. Like I said, you go up and ask the average person on the damn street, what was the price of oil right before the war started? What was the price of oil on February 27th? And they're gonna give you that 1,000-yard damn stare. They're gonna have no damn clue. Now that people paying attention, it's like, okay, well, we can drop it down into the 90s and that looks good. So to your average MAGA that don't know their ass from their elbow, oh, oil's pulled well, we're doing well. Oil's pulled back. What is he talking about? What is that dreadlock on the left talking about? We're doing fine. They're creating this new normal for you. And that's why I tell you to run from them people. They got no clue of what's going on. The same way they come into this damn chat, not knowing a damn thing. Stephanie says, I feel like they know a certain date that they must go underground. It sure the hell seems like it. And gonna leave us out here with our ass hanging in the damn wind. On February 27, 2026, crude oil prices rose by over 2% due to concerns regarding supply disruptions, with WTI closing at 67 per barrel and Brent crude selling at 72. I'm going to get right back to that in the second book. I missed Stephanie. I missed her comment. So we got to watch what they do and not listen to what they say. Pay attention to what they do, y'all. And once again, don't pay attention to what they say. So there it is, right what Book said. Those were your prices. And you give your first damn born for them damn prices to be that now. You better pay attention to what they do, not what they say. They told you that he was going to end the war in Ukraine on day one. Like I said, man, that could, I don't know what's worse. I'm going to end the war on day one, or I'm going to bring the price of everything down for everybody. I don't know which lie was worse. When he came in the door tariffing, raising the price of shit. Came in the door. Yes, I Donald J. Trump, whoop-de-whoop, and whoop-de-whoop John Roberts, and I promised to whoop-de-whoop. And then he gave John Roberts that damn point. You can go back and look at the inauguration. He gave John Roberts that damn point, and he went right to the Oval Office and started tariffing motherfuckers, started raising the price of everything. And remember that hot-ass lie he told about all this production was coming over here. Now you got all them CEOs crammed in like sardines on Air Force One, going over with their hat in their damn hand to China. Watch what they do, not what they say. I thought we was done. I thought we was done with China. I thought we was done with all that. I thought we was gonna be producing everything over here. I thought all that production was coming back home, big homie. And that's why I tell you, stay devoid of that MAGA. Avoid them like hantavirus. Run for your lives. For them to continue to back this administration, if you even want to call it an administration, I don't know what you call this. Run for your damn lives. Run like it's the hantavirus chasing you. It was all good just a week ago. Word it was, too short, book. The global supply is already disrupted. We won't feel it till around the fall, but we are short, y'all. We already do not have enough oil. And that's why I keep telling people, you better make your move now. Because she's exactly right. There's a lag period with all this. And that's why you get that damn MAGA that comes on here and goes, well, shit, I can still pay to go to work. What is he talking about? Oh, blah, 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 and blah, blah. Oh, that's just the left. Exactly. There's a lag period. You better make your move now before that damn tsunami gets here. But like I say, 90% of MAGA has got no idea about. They don't know what the price of crude was before the war started. So why would they know it? Why would they know or care anything about a lag period? What is he? What the hell is he bitching about? What's he talking about? A lag period. What are they talking about? Watch what they do. And you let that silly ass, compromised ass MAGA watch what they say. A regime, that's what this is called. And once again, she brought up the word regime. Have you heard anything about a regime change over in Iran anymore? Remember the war started. Remember the war started, and it was all about, we got such and such, he crippled. And the son, he can't walk. And he's got one leg. Now, we didn't kill the daddy, and the son, he got one leg, and their regime is, then it starts to come out. And then he looks like a fool. See, and that's why I say the Dems are going to have a field day at the midterms and in 2028. Remember, he goes, and they gave me a gift. I think it was Howard Lutnick or one of them monkeys. Can I go ahead and reveal the gift? Oh, Mr. President, let me lick your boots. Yeah, you can do whatever you want. They gave me a gift. They sent one boat out of the strait. Or actually, they sent 8 boats out of the strait with an extra 2 as a gift. So now we know we're talking to the right people. Remember that bullshit ass line? Now it's shit. I don't know. I don't know who we talking to. I don't know if it's his brother. Is it his distant cousin? No, it ain't his distant cousin. It's his distant cousin's sister's nephew's brother. Now they don't know who the hell they talking to. And that's why I say you run from that MAGA. You run from them. You stay as far away from them as you possibly damn can. Anybody that would continue to back an incompetent regime, just like you just saw in the damn chat, you see somebody with that damn red and white Make America Great hat on again, you should block them words out in your mind and put, I have hantavirus. And you get your damn track shoes on and you run. I have hantavirus. That's what you should read. You run. You don't even hear about, well, the regime. Well, we don't talk about that no more. Now it's all about their uranium. Now I'm just worried about the nuclear weapon. What happened to the regime change and all that shit? What happened to that? I hope people listen to you, because this is more dire than we have ever seen in modern day terms anyway. Book says the Democratic symbol is a donkey. This is an animal that is obstinate, hard-headed, and stubborn. The Republicans' personality, who is represented by the elephant style, is opposite to the donkey. The elephant is a stable mind thinker, a conservative, and vegetarian. All I can do is tell you, if you see that red and white hat, if you sense that somebody is MAGA, run. Run for the damn hills. Because if they'll back what we're seeing right now in the White House, that is just not a stable-minded individual. You are less safe and less rich because of this individual that they have put in office. There is no two damn ways about it. You are less safe and less rich. And you notice, you notice, real talk, book, they don't come up in here talking about, oh, you're whining. You remember how they used to say that BS? They don't come up in here with that anymore. They don't come up in here talking about crime anymore. You notice how they didn't come off of all of that shit? That's because they know. They know in the dark of the night. They know they fucked up by putting them in there. They know they did. They know they fucked up. Because they know at the end of the day, what's most important to them is that entitlement, and they know good and damn well that entitlement is basically going to sink along with this administration, starting in about 6 months at the midterms. They sitting back saying, out of all the people that we could have chose, we brought his ass back. Because for the most part, MAGA was done. Trump was pretty much done politically after COVID. Biden took office, whoop-de-whoop and whoop-de-whoop. It was rough in the beginning because the Soviets invaded the Ukraine. That brought inflation sky high. They was bringing inflation down. And Trump was pretty much on the sidelines. That's why they keep talking about, oh, this was the greatest political comeback ever. This was the greatest political comeback ever. No, for it to be the greatest political comeback ever, you have to win. And not just win the White House, you got to win on all the damn talking points that got you back in the White House. And nothing, he's done nothing, nothing that he ran on has he done. Inflation is sky high. He never stopped the war in Ukraine. Crime is sky high. Everything. Nothing that he has done has made this country great again. Nothing. And that's why they don't come in here with that BS anymore. And that's the reason why they don't come with that BS anymore. Hey, who is this? Yali Flores. You don't have an avatar. 1 second, Stephanie. We gonna get to the chat. 1 second. Let's find out who Yali Flores is. Where you from, Yali? Or what side of the aisle are you on? Because when people come in here with no avatar, we think they're MAGA. Our data says that you're probably MAGA. Which is fine if you want to be MAGA. Did you just say hi to knock on my door and run, or are you going to make a point to the chat? Because I got people in line with statements that I need to read. Oh, who is it? Oh, it's Waleed. You brought your ass back up in here. Oh, hold up, Stephanie. Hold up. It's Waleed. You see how Trump got stood up at the damn airport this morning in China, Waleed? I was wondering where you gonna come back in here. Why they trying to figure out if they're gonna speak or not? Let me go back and read Stephanie's comments. Two-party system was not in the founding. The two-party system was made to divide, and that's exactly what the hell it's done. Stephanie also says, but we need to rewrite it all if we want a modern civil society. And the scary part about that statement is that rewrite gonna be uncomfortable as hell. And that's why I keep telling y'all. I think I was saying it even before Stephanie came on here, that this new way of life that I keep talking about, that's called the rewrite. It goes all the way back to when your ass was in elementary school. And you do that book report, and you know your ass and plagiarized the whole thing, and you think your teacher is stupid because you copied right out of the damn Encyclopedia Britannica, and you turn that shit in, and it's got a big red X on it. She says, redo it. And your damn heart sinks. That's the rewrite she's talking about. Now go back and do it correctly. And you like, shit, there goes my fucking weekend. Well, Waleed, he's humble today. Shit, I got a new flag up there for you, Waleed. It's a little dark in here, so you may not be able to make it out. But we got a new painting for you, big homie, just for you. He quiet today, damn. He quiet as a church mouse pissing on cotton. Today, he's in the corner like a good little boy today. He said, well, I was just going high class. Let me sit my ass down and not say a damn thing. now, 24 hours ago, like I always say, this motherfucker was in here typing like a 1950 secretary. If you examine the American system, you will see for yourself that the Euro Jews, Jebusites of Canaan, have dominated this society ever since they migrated from Europe. You're hearing it from the moderator book. Now shit, Waleed, that statement from book, there he is. German? What? Why do you, let me see. Do I know any damn German? Fuck no. I don't know no damn German. I don't think I know one word. Why do you ask that? What made your ass ask that? I think you asked that the other day too. What makes you ask if I can speak German? If I may ask you a question. I answered your question. Maybe you'll answer mine. I'm just glad to see your ass still got a 98.6. Yeah, your ass still got a damn pulse. You know, he was sitting over there in the corner, and I was like, is this motherfucker still here? You was so damn quiet. Oh, there you go. There's somebody speaking German for you. There you go. Book got you. You want to speak German? Talk to Book. Because shit. The only fucking German I know is Adolf Hitler. And I think, wasn't he Austrian? I'm still wondering, why are you asking me that if I can speak German? No, that's one language I don't know. Not even a little bit. I used to get a few Germans on the tour. We had, especially when we had our Airbnb, we used to have Germans here, but I never asked them any damn words. I'm still curious as to why you want to know. Do you speak German? Nigga, Adolf Eichmann? Is that German enough for you? Joseph Goebbels? the Reichstag, nigga? I mean, I can recite some of that if that counts. Oh, there you go. Y'all speaking. There you go. Whatever the hell that means. What the hell does that mean? You can at least put the interpretation after. There you go. Shit. I think Book got the. I think he told me he got the translator or some shit on his phone. There you go. You motherfuckers can speak German till the damn cows come home. Let me go back to any one of these comments. Anybody speaking English? I'm good. Thank you for asking. There you go. Yeah. Go ahead and speak German. Speak German all you want. All languages are welcome up in here. Are you from Germany, Waleed? I notice you don't like to answer any damn questions, that's for sure. You like to ask them, but you don't like to answer them. Are you from Germany? Are you in Germany? Yeah. I mean, damn. Do you drive a BMW? You asking all this German shit. The one thing I do know about German shit is I know what BMW stands for. Do you? And don't try to Google it. If you don't put it on the damn chat in 3 seconds, I'm gonna think your ass Googled it. What does BMW stand for? Since we talking German, I don't know what you said yes to. That you're in Germany or you are German. So Waleed, what does BMW stand for? Now I'm giving you 10 seconds. Bavarian Motor Works. That's what it stands for. There's some German for your ass. Like I said, that's fine. Y'all can do it. If y'all want to speak German, no problem. So I'm gonna get back to the whoop. Because I don't need y'all burning down the Reichstag on my damn watch. Shit. Is he saying make America? Probably so. Probably so. Another question for you, Waleed, as far as BMW goes. What's the BMW sign? The emblem. What is that? I give you 3 seconds before you Google it. I've given you 5 seconds. In other words, you don't know. It's a helicopter propeller. So you said yes. Motherfucker, you already said hi. It's white airplane propellers over blue sky. It's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it is. I have no idea. I cannot speak English. Look at you. You're speaking English now. Anyways, let's move on. Because like I said, I'm not going to turn the damn podcast into fucking World War II. You already got one compromised monkey that got stood up at the damn airport this morning in China. So I learned that from the movie Finding Forrester. I forgot where maybe that's where I learned it. I learned it from one of them damn movies. Yep, that might have been the same movie I saw, or a piece of the movie I saw. So Waleed, I'm glad you came back up in here. Your English sounds excellent, sir. Well, like I said, if you want to continue to speak German, I don't give a damn. Just don't expect for me to reply. Book will talk to you. Y'all had a good conversation going. I'm not mad at you. But the one thing I do know, them damn Germans ain't gonna come and help your ass. When gas is $10 a damn gallon. That much I know. I remember. I can't remember what movie it was. I just know I've known that for a very long time, and I just knew when I was a substitute teacher, all my students looked at me like I knew everything on the planet when I told them what BMW stood for and what the emblem meant. I gained a lot of damn favor in that. They was like, "Oh shit, Mr. Jenkins, you a genius. We never knew that." So I used to tell that to my students a lot when they would get into the damn class talking about a damn BMW. So do you even know what that damn shit stands for? No, what that mean? That means something? Yes, it means something. And that's why, since we diverted off the cars right quick, and that's another reason why I laugh at that damn MAGA when they come in here bragging about their cars. Trying to impress other people. I had one of my students one day, he used to come into the classroom all the time. He was this is when I was substituting for middle school. So I guess he must have been about 12, 13 years old. Talking about how much he wanted a Lamborghini, how much he wanted a Lamborghini. Mr. Jenkins, I'm a Lamborghini. I want a Lamborghini. And I asked him one time, I said, do you want that car because you really like the car, or are you just trying to impress people? Oh, I want the car. I want that Lamborghini. I want that Lambo. And then I asked him, I said, let me ask you this. If you was the last person on the planet, what kind of car would you drive? And I'll never forget the look on his face. I'll never forget the look on his face of shock. And he just looked at me. I'll never forget, he dropped his shoulders and he was like, man, I would just probably drive just some old beat up truck. I'll never forget him saying that. And I really think that conversation changed his mind about materialistic things. And I looked at him, I said, see, so you really don't want that Lamborghini for you. You're just trying to impress other people. And he just kind of put his head down, was like, yeah, I never looked at it like that. So that's what I'm saying. When you getting ready to make this big, expensive ass purchase, whether it be a car, a house, whatever, sometimes you got to ask yourself, is this the car I would drive if I was the last person on the planet? Or am I just trying to impress other people? And most of the time, people just trying to impress other people. Let me check these numbers. We got about 10 minutes here to the close. You flat on the Dow. The S&P is at 55. You up about 0.75%. And once again, the NASDAQ is still doing fairly well, up 1.38%. You up 359. The VIX is at 17. What's the 10-year at? You're still stuck at 447. That 10-year is slowly but surely ticking up. The 10-year Treasury yield hits a new high for the year after a very hot producer prices reading. In other words, shit's getting more expensive. WTI is at 101 and Brent's at 105. The dollar rises as inflation jumps. Trump key talks begin. And for shits and giggles, Bitcoin is at 79, stuck on stupid. So, like I said, MAGA, it's going to be hard for them to come off that entitlement. And that is what exactly has ruined this country. It's an oxymoron that you're dealing with in that situation. They so-called trying to make this country great again for their entitlement, and it's done nothing but destroy this damn country. So once again, the choice is yours, big homie. Because like I say every day on here, you have a lot of people that they're not going to make any sort of lifestyle change. You just heard in the chat a minute ago from Stephanie telling you that don't believe what they say. You got to believe what they do. You got to watch what they do. You got to see how this whole thing is going to play out over in China. They've already stood him up at the airport. That's a bad sign. That's a bad sign, the way they kicked this thing off. Taiwan is worried. Everybody is worried. When I learned that someone not a woman born meant, it bugged me out. Yeah, book the story Macbeth, William Shakespeare crazy. William Shakespeare's name is in the Bible. Word, his story is official book. And you go, they talking about William Shakespeare for you. Somebody was asking the other day, I think it was yesterday, asking for something to read. Read some Shakespeare. There's something for you to read right there. They're telling you in the chat. I think we read that shit back in junior high, and I remember none of it. That shit, what was that? Shit, if I graduated in that was 45 years ago, something like that. I don't remember. That was so long ago. It's a whole lot of shit I need to get caught up on. Hamlet is crazy. Didn't Lawrence Fishburne play Hamlet in the movie, if I'm not mistaken? You got too much political shit going on now. I got too much political stuff I'm trying to keep up with. Shakespeare might have to be for another lifetime. Right now, I'm trying to stay devoid of this damn MAGA. Othello is crazy. There you go. He's giving y'all some Shakespeare isms. So there you have it. So I'm going to keep prepping here. All I can do is keep prepping and keep this ism going. Because, like I said, you stuck at triple digit crude. He's not coming out that damn straight. And he can't win. So I don't know. Just like it was said a few minutes ago in the chat, we ain't never really been in this spot before as a country. The United States has never really been, and I've never seen the U.S. in this spot before, where you can't stay and you can't leave. So there is no playbook for this. And I think that's the scariest part about the whole ism. There is no playbook for this. There is no precedent for this. No administration has ever been this damn dumb to put themselves in a box like this. Stephanie says, there is a plan. I can feel it. I would love to know what the plan is. What do you think the plan is? Because I agree with you. I mean, something's got to give. They too quiet. This thing has been hovering for too damn long. If anybody has any suggestions on what they think the plan is, please put it in the chat. Because I agree with you. The stock market keeps hovering. They keep dog pedaling in the straight. I couldn't agree with you more. I would love to know what you think the plan is. Because I can't figure it out. Because what throws a monkey wrench in everything, like I keep saying, is them damn Epstein files and Miriam. Knowing good and well they got the goods on him. I'm not sure. I can tell you what my gut says, but it's freaking crazy. It's nuclear. I guess that one word nuclear. I guess you're telling me right then and there what the plan is. Because at one time that seemed far-fetched. Now, because Truman is the only president to actually drop a nuclear bomb on another country. That's another thing that goes back to Mao. They got the bomb under him. They tested their first nuclear weapon under Chairman Mao, the Chinese. And if you're looking at global thermonuclear war, there is a plan. I'm not sure I can tell you, but my gut says it's nuclear. Okay. Something got to give. Let me see if the damn headline then changed on CNN to save his ass some embarrassment. Oh, there it is. Edward Scissorhands confirmed as the Fed chair, succeeding Jerome Powell. Here we go. Now you're getting ready to start cutting. Look at Edward got his hand. Look at him. He got his hand taking that over. Look at them damn scissors. He can't wait to cut. He said, I'm coming at the perfect damn time. This inflation is sky damn high. Yeah, look at this shit. Court overturns Alex Mardot's murder convictions and orders a new damn trial. I tell you, some people in this country can literally get away with bloody damn murder. A damn shame. They didn't let this Utah mother off, though. Utah mother convicted of husband's poisoning death addresses the court at her sentencing hearing. Shit. You see that more and more, that damn poisoning. Damn. CIA operatives facilitating assassinations of cartel members. That's your next move, big homie. Is your ass is going right over there into that damn Caribbean and the Central America. That's the technate at work. Trump calls reporter dumb person when asked about his ballroom. See that's the way he likes to insult black people. Talk about low IQ. And that's some nerve coming from somebody that's stuck over there in that damn strait. So, I mean, there you have it. The market closes at down 67. The S&P up 43, pretty much flat, both of them. The NASDAQ up 1.2%. It came off a bit of its highs. The 10-year note is still stuck at 447. And WTI is at 101. And Brent's at 105. So that's where this ism closes at. So once again, I'll be doing the art life again today. I'm gonna paint a picture of Chairman Mao to keep the artwork consistent with the podcast here. And right now, pretty much the world is on. Pretty much everybody is dog peddling right now, trying to see what's going to happen over in China, and also what in the hell is going to happen in the strait. But you're going to be waiting a while in that strait, big homie. You're going to be waiting a long while. Ain't that right, little Cokie? You're going to be waiting a while because he can't leave and he can't stay. It's like the whole world. It's like the whole world is just stuck. People don't know whether to go left or right, up or down, because of one damn monkey. They don't know whether to go up or down, right or left. And that's why I tell people, your best bet is to try to get your ism together. Because you can't control it. You can't control anything else, big homie. The best you can do is try to control what you can control. So I'll be on tomorrow. I appreciate all the regulars coming up in here as usual. We appreciate Book for moderating. We have Millennial up in here. We have Stephanie up in here. 24 came back up in here. Was that Waleed? What was his name? He up in here speaking German. Waleed came up in here. Everybody just kind of waiting. Everybody in a holding pattern. If I missed anybody, I apologize. But once again, I'll be on tomorrow. And I have another political history topic. And we'll relate it to today's environment. And we're going to see how this so-called summit turns out. Because something got to give. Something got to give here sooner or later. Something got to give. Because it's too quiet out there. And they got to figure out this straight, man. Either they got to go in there with ground troops, or they got to release these files. Something's got to give. It's just too much stuff that is just hidden in the background. Something has got to give at this point. So that's the reason why the whole news cycle is just kind of hovering. But that cycle is going to get broke here real soon. So I appreciate y'all. Y'all hit that like button. Y'all hit the sub button. Y'all hit that follow button and hit that notification button. We're coming back at you. Aloha and mahalo.